box real quick if you can hear me, and let's see who else are in here. We have all right, Mohini Sriyastav, Pooja is here, Ashish, Bharat, okay, Chandrisha is here. Hey Manohar, good to see you here. Niyati is here, and Prajwala is here. Okay, you can hear Manohar. All right, Surabhi Chauhan. All right, let's wait a couple more moments and before it comes in. All right, perfect. So here is how it is going to be, people. We are going to use primary mode of chatting when it comes in. Okay, and yeah, perfect, Ashish, perfect. And I want you to be interactive. All right, I want you to be interactive when the question is asked, and this is going to be a fast track. So excuse me, there is no middle stop for any Q&A, that sort of things. So here totally about the learning and getting the refresh and getting the information that how you just not learn, but you can implement in your day-to-day learning of as you just complete this learning. And what is that? It's so here my primary point is to bring you an understanding of whatever you're doing, how you could do it in a better manner. All right, so that's what it is, and I hope everyone had the food. And once again, I thank everybody for being. Hey Srinivas, you joined, right? Very good. So let me get in. Okay, so before I okay, all right, we are here. Oops. Can you see my screen, everybody? Is it visible? Is it visible? All right, perfect. Yeah. Okay, and let me do this. Okay, Pooja says yes. All right, perfect. All right, and now what is this all about, and why this Boolean search mastery is required for us at this point of time? All right, let me people here. I'm recording it, so accept it, or else
Recording
it's
in
gonna not let you
progress.
continue. All right, everybody accepted. Very good. And before we go in, let's switch on your videos and let me take a screenshot of it if you want to be famous. All right, who else want to be a famous? There you go, Manohar. Man, it's my man. Here is the champ here back. Ashish is slouching there. Good. I see him. I see Manohar. Who else want to show your beautiful faces here? And it's on record. And hey, Surabhi, how are you? People, we are recruiter. We are same damn tribe. All right. In the night, anyways, we do not see our faces. At least for God's sake, switch on your videos and let's see each other. All right. Johnny Chandrisha here. Very, very good. And Srinivas, now you look pretty handsome, man. We see the light falling on you. All right, Sarthak is here. Okay, Lakshmi. And I'm reading the profile names, whatever it is, if it is your brothers, your kids' names. So excuse me for that. All right, sometimes that's what happens. You keep the name like I was talking. There was a Tony Money kind of name was there in a previous webinar. I was like, hey, Tony Money. I said, sir, that's not my name actually. I said, oh, that was the profile name. So what is that? I'll do then. All right. All right. So do not switch off. Do not switch off. And Sajna Savarna hai to jaldi se kar lo. And bhai log peta pura andar le lo. And we are ready with the snap who would like to be famous. And okay, very good. Tony. Okay, Tony is here. Right? Let me count. One. People, it's a last chance. Okay, free publicity हो रहा है इधर फिर देख लो. One. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I took it. I took it, and yes. So I'm sure everyone doesn't have any problem to become famous online and let people, thousands of people look at you. And yeah, one more thing I want to ensure, right? Because this is what people don't like. What is that? I did not look good in that image. So I don't want to take the risk here. Look how you look here. So if it is good, we'll continue. We're 5 minutes in. So if everything is fine, let me know. I'll go. Or if you want to retake, we'll do that. Because photo thing, you never compromise. All right, that's what it is. I hope everyone is good. Very nice. Let's get in and understand what it's all about. So let me see if I can lock this here and no other people come in. Oops, I should have done that earlier. All right, no problem. What is this all about? The Boolean search mastery all about. So here you are going to look at you. We are recruiters here. We are not freshers over here. We have been doing this business pretty long time, and you might have joined recently, but you know the business, and that's where I'm going to start. And I'm going to put in my way of thinking. You are going to see this from a different perspective altogether. So you might be thinking, oh, I was doing like this, but I did not know how it has a framework. So that will make your job a little bit easy. And what is that the agenda for today? What is that we are going to learn here? All right. So the first thing is about the confident mindset identifier and builder. You say, Suman, but this has nothing to do with Boolean strings. What I believe is, if you want to be a soldier with an upgraded weapon, what about the soldier who is holding it? That's where I come from. If you as an individual, if you as a recruiter, not confident and do not know what exactly affects him, then how you are going to understand that is that a skill is the problem or you yourself is the problem? So that is what, once you understand, the self-discovery happens within few minutes. That's I'm going to take you the strategy here. Within few minutes, you understand, oh, I belong to that category. I belong to that category. If I stay in this category, this is what is the result is all about. Now, then we go to the strategy and we learn the business in there. So far, so good, people. This is the first one we're going to learn. Give me a thumbs up. It's a virtually, you could show me your finger, thumb, and you can check the thumbs up in the where? Here directly on the screen. We are going to understand if we are working on IT side. Perfect, I see you. How the IT project development happens, then how we as a recruiter need to understand it. There's a 4-step framework to understand any requirement, how we should dissect it. All right. 4-step framework to identify keywords and skills from any job requirement from my point of view. And these frameworks are unique enough, and I made it for myself. And that really works. And the moment you put this framework in any damn job requirement, you say it IT, non-IT, anything, you will get those answers back. And if you are a senior person, if you're a manager, or if you're a leader, when you go and help your team to understand, now that's where this will give you an added advantage to teach those people. Boolean search, these operators, understanding about it a little bit clear, and how you build your strings in order to catch what you want to see, and how you understand about it, and how to use Boolean, these operators in strings, and at the same time, how you understand roles easily. So that's what we wanna understand and cover during this conversation. And here, once again, I welcome you all to the Boolean Search Mastery, and keep your attention, your eyes, your focus directly onto this webinar, because it is going to be a little bit faster, because I'm not addressing extremely fresher who do not know anything else. So I'm going to start exactly, and I use the language that you understand. All right. So here, before you become a recruiter, before you become a professional, before you become someone who look out for success, what you need to understand is the number satisfies you? Is the size of the tangible thing or the object satisfy you? Is that something that people see it in you, meaning any title, promotion, company that satisfies you? Or is that your performance or your money that satisfies you? Because there are so many things are there. When we talk about success of individual in recruiting industry, so many things are there. Now, what is that one thing you will focus on? That is going to give you an added advantage of how you move yourself faster. When you talk to your juniors, when you talk to your people, how you prepare them to do the things that you wanted them to do, and they should be doing it with optimum speed. The numbers, whenever we hear, there is a high possibility that we put ourselves in a such a place that we underestimate our value, our potentiality. So always be a recruiter of purpose driven. What is the purpose that you are doing when you are executing the task? Now, when it comes to me, the first, let me give you a little bit of the pitching side as well. That would be helpful for you, I'm sure. And what I mean by purpose-driven meaning, do not identify yourself with the title that you get, but identify the reason behind you have that title. That's what the one thing. Now here, now again, I'm sharing my perspective here, people. It's, you have 100% right to disagree with what I'm saying, but hear it out before you disagree. Try it out before it doesn't work. All right. So that's what the mindset I want to everyone, that when you listen something, when you try to learn something, do not agree, do not disagree. Apply. You see by yourself. And why I'm saying so confidently, because it works. When we represent ourselves as an individual with the title that we have given, what we are doing is we are leaving the listener, the audience, or the person who is listening to our title, to let them make the meaning of the particular title. Who am I? I'm an IT recruiter. I'm a talent acquisition manager. I'm a team leader. And what is that? That's a title, and we are letting the person think about it. And we have no idea from which perspective they are thinking about the title, and the title is directly associated to us. Do you agree with me, people, so far? Right. Now here, when I say purpose-driven, now what where I'm coming from is, Suman, what do you do? Or when I introduce someone on the call, right? Hey, John, how do you do? And say, yes, I'm doing good. Who is this, please? Majority of the time, this is Suman Pachigala, and this is what I have, and I am from XYZ company. Now, Suman Pachigala, he doesn't care. XYZ company doesn't care, or she doesn't care. And people care only when it is going to benefit them. And now, me in my company, and I'm a recruiter. Okay, I left everything to the individual to understand who I am and what my services are. So if I would have said, John asked, who is this place I'm talking to him? So this is a recruiter, and we help job seekers to find an opportunity with our clients in US. Oh, now what did I do? I seeded into that person's mind that what you should think of me. So now this is the first thing as a recruiter everyone should do, is let people understand how you want to be treated. Give them a reason. If you're a team lead, what is the purpose behind that? If you're a team manager, what is the purpose behind that? And let the purpose drive you. Making sense, everybody? I'm not a recruiter. What I do, I help job seekers to find an opportunity with our client in US. Now you are talking to Java developers. You are talking to project managers. You will say, hey, I'm a recruiter and I'm specialized. I'm specialized in placing project managers, and we help IT consultant to place in our financial clients. And we do pretty well. That's what the USP. It is called unique selling proposition. Include that in your pitch. All right. Now, once you do that, you're looking at yourself, the perspective changes. Now, imagine, right, when I ask you, let's say, who you are, what do you do? Let's say, I'm a recruiter. Okay. Now, if you ask once again, if I say, job seekers come to me, I go to job seekers and I help them find a job with the clients that we're working in the US. Wow. People making sense. We have 15 minutes in the call. Is it making sense to you what I'm trying to share here? I'm trying to change the perspective first. Then we go into the details. That's the reason I wanted to focus on how you look at the things, change a little bit and see how it works. And when it is about the job, and when you look at your opportunities, your jobs or your profession, it comes with how you look at yourself. This is a self-concept that is plays a very major role when we start our profession or life, anything that could be. So this is about yourself, right? That's what is self-concept. Self-concept is something that what you know about yourself, your feelings, your thoughts, how you are physically, how you are personally, taking it all together. From the childhood, we build a concept for ourselves. And we live with that concept for the rest of the life. Now you need to understand that the concept which we have been built, that is, we have not built it with our conscious efforts, but we have been listening, we have been seeing, and we started following it and thinking that this is what I am. Now, if you got to change the self concept, and that's where the success stands. If you think I'm here and I need success, you, that thing, whatever you call, that needs to expand. That expansion version of yourself will take you to the level that you are thinking about. Now, whatever the person you are at this point of time, and you are being defined by how you think about yourself, your daily rituals, your daily tasks that you perform, and how much of time that you're allocating to rebuild yourself. That's what you need to understand. And that plays a major role here, building your self-image. If people have a low self-image, they always think that I'm not better person, I'm not this, I'm not that, because they always compare themselves. So here you need to understand, when it comes to self-image, it comes in what you really think about you, what others think about you, what you think that you think of you, and what you think others think about you. Now it's all assumption based game. If you do not have a proper self-image that yes, I have the enough potential to go to the next level, and I have a winner, and I know I have done it, and you see yourself, the self-talk is very much important. If you see yourself that you are a unique being and you are here to perform your tasks, and you know you can do the things better than you can only do it, then your self-esteem goes up. Self-image is how you see yourself. Self-esteem is how you value yourself. Why do you think when it comes to giving a presentation, talking in the meeting, or try to find a solution and pitch it, most of the recruiters stay back and they do not feel that, why should I? Let me hear it out. And that is very important. If you want to go to the next level, your self-esteem needs to be pretty high. Then that is going to add into your self-confidence. Now, if you want to build your self-esteem, your self-image, here are the steps I'm going to tell you. Your self-talk is very much important, people. Either you are aware or you are not aware. You are the individual who talks to you way more than anybody talks to you in a day. It is not about talking with a voice that comes out and your ear hears it, but it's about what is that inner self-talk goes on. Is that inner self-talk talks about the positive side of the aspects or the negative side of the aspect? You need to understand. You should be avoiding the negative side of thing when it comes to your self-talk. Then comes in your self-comparison. The self-comparison, what we have been seeing in the schools, in the colleges, and the same thing happens in the corporate. We want to prove ourselves equal with somebody else. We cannot and we may not. Why? Because the way it has been created within, there is no duplication. We may compare ourselves with the output. I may get that similar output, that I don't want to become like that. That should be your self-comparison. And you got to accept whatever you have within. Your flaws, your weaknesses, the way you look, the way your color is, the height, anything that you have, you got to accept it first. Without the self-acceptance, you never be successful, because somewhere in the corner of your mind, it will always be there, the self-image part, right? What you think that others are thinking about you. Now that is directly related to this one, because I'm not good at this one. So people may not encourage me. People may not help me move ahead, or people may criticize. There are so many things comes in when you do not identify or accept the flaws. So here, if there is there are benefits, there are losses. If there are your strengths, there are definitely weaknesses. You got to accept it to yourself. Give yourself tasks of manageable goals. Now, when it comes to goals, there are other things involved in here, but give a manageable goals as it something like, okay, in next 1 hour, I'm not going to touch my phone. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up 15 minutes earlier than what I was when I was waking up. Something like that, meaning give yourself a task and accomplish it. And that is the initial step for everybody to see themselves successful and practice self-care. What is self-care? Self-care is about self-acceptance and showing the gratitude of being in this particular existence or the body and experience everything through it and accepting it. How much of time you are taking to show the love, gratitude, and acceptance to your own self. We spend so much of time to care people, but we do not find time to listen to ourselves. This particular self, what I'm talking about. When is the last time you proposed yourself? When is the last time you held your hand and you said, "Don't worry, I'm with you"? Because yourself is talking and trying to explain you that whatever I'm doing in any given circumstances, I have done my best. We as an individual look for the validation from outside, but we gotta sit down, accept as it is, and say yourself, I understand. You have been with me so far, and you are doing everything great, and I know that you can improve. The moment you listen to yourself, people, the whole life, the way it has been happening, it will change. That is the first thing you should be doing when it comes to carving yourself. How you are going to carve yourself to a best person, either individually or professionally. It's all about practicing self-care the way you are. Once you focus on that, then it talks about what is that small thing always talks to you. It is your mindset. It is your mindset. And what do you understand by this image, people? What do you understand by this image? Real fast. There is no right, there is no wrong, there is no guessing. Just focus on this. Now, this is going to give you an idea, perspective of what exactly stops people and where you are and where you stand. All right? What do you understand by this? You do not understand? Absolutely fine. You understand? Absolutely fine. This is what, right? Now, what stops you to message? That is what the self-talk I'm talking about. What is that the small thing is thinking within you before you type a message? That is what I'm talking about. That is not the real thing. That is just the mind which is primarily focused on that I don't want to expose and what people will think, or maybe this is right, maybe that's right. That's more of your conscious mind is playing that game. So when you think this is what it is, try to express. That is the first thing will allow you to crack through the fear and go to the next level of seeing that what are the possibilities are here. So these small steps when you do, you will see and experience that there is a lot about yourself and you can do amazing things. Now let me ask the question once again. What do you understand by this image? If you do not understand anything, no problem, because that's why I'm here. This is a fixed mindset. What is fixed mindset? Now, there are two types of people. People with fixed mindset and people with another mindset. What is that we're going to understand? People with fixed mindset always avoid challenges. They think that I'm the way, how am I? That's it. They are the way they are. So they do not think that there is a way that I can change. These people always focus on, I know everything. There is nothing new to learn. I know everything. There is nothing what I can learn. Then I can do it. How can I find this? Because I never learned it. I'm not from a good background. I'm not from here. I'm not from there. So that's the kind of self-talk goes on. They think they don't have much talent and they are inferior to others. They do not like being criticized. And if you give a feedback, they fire on you. They don't like to be corrected because they are so stubborn that whatever they think is right is right. And fixed mindset people feel threatened by other success. You might be seeing people in your organization, in your schools, or wherever it is, that if someone is making something and someone has achieved something, These people here in our industry, right? They get scared. Some kind of uncomfortable thing comes in. They focus in, oh, that person got a interview. Man, I don't have any interview yet. Someone gets a placement. They think, oh, that guy is getting always placement. I think the luck is not favoring me now. I'm gonna do placement. And they start fast calling people and doing all kind of crazy things. Now that's what you need to understand. If you have any of this, that is not a wrong sign, because we are human beings. This is what makes someone with fixed, and there are people who with, what is this? Growth mindset. Now, if you understand what is the difference, now next time you catch yourself falling into the fixed mindset, you could be able to pull yourself out of it. So what is that the characteristics or the people who live with a growth mindset? These people have a desire to learn, and they know, if I'm struggling now, if there is a skill I do not know, that I can learn and anything can be learned. Now this point proves to the people, right, who ever been here, they take challenges, they face challenges, and they are interested to learn and stretch themselves. They go beyond Call of Duty. They are not the people 9 to 6 or 9 to 10 kind of people. They are the people, let me see what is there going to happen if I don't quit. So that kind of attitude these people bring. They see criticism as a form of learning and good feedback for their growth, because they are always grateful if someone suggests them, if someone gives them a feedback, they accept it and they work on it. They are inspired by others' success, and they seek to find lesson from it. Meaning, now if you see in the industry, right, when someone has a placement, the people always there to clap, they support, they say, wow, that person got a placement now, awesome, I know this is that time, and definitely let me clap for him, and there will time come when they will be clapping for me. They take it positively, and if needed, they go to the person and ask, could you please help me out, I'm trying to figuring out, but things are not working. So they do not hesitate to take help, anything that is required for their growth. Whenever these people see growth and they understand that there needs to be an effort, there will be a resistance, there will be a little bit struggle if I have to grow. So whenever they face challenges, the struggle comes in, they do not fear, but they understand that effort, struggle, and the stretch is very much important for me to go to the next level. If nothing happens, it means that person is in a comfort zone. And nothing is happening, no pain, nothing happening. It's like floating as a cork on the riverbed. Everything is just like a flat. Now, if you feel any resistance, any struggle, it means it is an indication for you that that particular thing needs improvement, and you work on it. You see how the magic is happening. The moment you understand where exactly you are, what kind of people are that you are moving here and there, then it will tell you that how you can change your way from fixed people who do not want to grow to the growth side of mindset. Then focus on your goals. You see, we directly focus on the goals that I want this, I want that title, and so many things. But that is not the right way. Why do you think? Why do you think people make so many resolutions year after year after year on January 1st? But how many of you think that they really go through it? Now, you might have experienced this by yourself. How many times you have planned to go to workout, do something new, take on some challenges, but things did not go well. Why? Because you are operating from the person that you are before. You got to change yourself to the newer version of yourself before you do some new things. And for that, you need to have a clarity. Why you are doing what you are doing. Most of the time, we do not get in there. Why you are doing what you are doing. Get into the why question. Why I'm doing it. Then get into what I should do. What are the things needed to be done? And then comes in how you should do it. But most of the time, what happens? Most of the time, we want to have 5 placements. We want to make 2 more submissions. We focus on how I can have more submissions. Now, if you have to make more of the outcome that is currently you are getting, it means that you are not satisfied with what you are having now, and the time whatever you have allocated, that consumes everything of it to get whatever you got. Now you want more, then the timing, your effort, your conscious intervene to the every task, that also increases. Now what is that going to happen at that point of time is, most of the people compare their current situation with the old situation, that hey, I'm spending so much of time now, earlier I was not doing it, but they forget that they're doing for a reason. Why they forget? Because they do not make their why clear, and they focus on how should I do it, how should I do it, how should I do it. But here, if you work on yourself, make your why clear, why I want it, and the why is not satisfying, I bet you will not able to achieve something. If at all you achieve, you will not feel satisfied. That is what the primary thing about feeling satisfaction. Understood, people? So far so good. How exactly you are thinking about yourself now? Now you will understand, right, how what kind of thoughts comes in, how exactly it happens, and where it falls. Now once you have the clarity of this part, then focus on strategies. Going with the old way of thinking, with the old way of taking your personality, the way you have been thinking, working on the strategies to change things, no, things won't work. New strategies, when it comes to the real place, it has to take a place of the previous system that has been running your life. The old system, if you need to remove, it gives you stress, it gives you doubt. Now you need to understand that as a normal thing, and that is only possible when your self-esteem is high, when your self-image is high. How you could be able to increase your self-esteem? With your self-talk, accepting yourself, looking at yourself as a unique person that just is ready to anything that is required, because everybody is unique. You have a different fingerprints, you have a different retina, you have a whole different DNA RNA structure and the different wiring that happened within you, because there is no duplication of you in the entire creation ever, not now, not neither in the past nor in the future. Now if that is what you are, now why we compare ourselves? That we all are recruiters, might be we all are recruiters when it comes to matching the job title, but I'm not the same one. Making sense, everybody, what I'm saying? So we have spent half an hour of time so far. Was it valuable? Do you think this is something that you needed to hear? Put that in the comment box, people. Put that in the comment box. Let me understand. What is that you have understood so far? What was your takeaway within this 30 minutes? What was your take in the 30 minutes? Have you noted it down, or just you're just listening as a movie or song, or what is that happening? Okay, Hashmi says yes, it was quite encouraging. Yes. What have you learned so far in 30 minutes? Because this is how the fast track happens, right? I pulled your whole, your focus to this primary conversation, and it is going so fast. I could have gone slow, so fast so that you do not divert, and the faster you catch, that's what your real potential is. Okay, Manohar says changing the mindset. Chandra says approach and our mindset should be correct. Yes, change the mindset. Learn about mindset. Okay, what else? Let me ask you a question. What about the goal? What is the strategy for the goal? Before you set a goal, before you jump in, what are the things that you think need to have a clarity? Put that in the comment box, people. Real fast. We do not have time. This is how it is going to be. It's gonna fast. What is that you learned about goals? Before you set a goal, what is very important? Newt says success is all about a right balance of mindset, strategies, and settings right and achievable goals. Yes, absolutely. That achievable goals are there, Newti. Absolutely. We should have small goals and try to achieve it. No. Before you set the goals, the small goals we are not talking about. It should be clear why you started that. Yes, Ashish says why you want it. Why? Your why has to be clear. Now you will be asking a question, Suman, to make a one more submission. Why should I know my why? I'm not talking about one submission, but why you are spending your whole entire night or 15 hours in the job. That could be your why. Why do you work for the company and bleed your sweat and blood for that? Do you have a why for that? That's what I'm talking about. What is the bigger picture yourself? Now you need to be satisfied with the outcome. Once your outcome is satisfied, then you go to the next level of the things. All right. Now, how many types of mindset that you learned so far? Real quick, this is how you learn and you answer. You learn and you answer. Two types of mindset, absolutely. Now, are you able to identify when you see people around you and behave in a certain way, people? Now, can you able to identify now which category, which person falls? And now you might be thinking, right? Oh, maybe I had fixed mindset. No, I have growth mindset as well. Now here, why I would say you guys have growth mindset? Because the first point validates it. That you believe that there is something, if I don't know, that can be learned. And we have approached to thousands of recruiters, but only few people join here. Why do you think? This is what changed people mentality. And I know it. And when you're working in your company and you are working with the colleagues and you are working with your teams as a leader, when you grow as a leader, if you're not, when you grow as a manager, that's where you need to focus on. So this one call is just not about how you're going to use that operators and or not those things, but how you look at the whole world when the approach comes in. Making sense, everybody? What I'm saying? Yes, all right, very good. So now are you able to see that you had been a fixed mindset and you are also unaware that you have a growth mindset as well? People? Yes. Now, so far any question in this minute? Because there is no Q&A, but still let me open it for 3 minutes. All right. Any questions so far? Okay. For this particular topic, not about how can I convince candidate to join my contract role. I hate it. Yes, you can mute it. Any question here, real fast, or you want to add anything to this one so far, people? All right, no problem. Let me mute it once again. All right. So far, so good. Everybody, give me a thumbs up if things, whatever we learned, you noted down, you understood, or you learned something new. Perfect. We have one thumbs up. There are 19 people. I'm sure people are not sleeping though. I know. Okay, 2 thumbs up. There is a high five. 4 thumbs up. 1 high five. Perfect, Surabhi. All right, all right. Okay. Ashish. Okay, we have Chandrisha. Yes. All right. Okay, Moini. Perfect. All right, very good. Sarthak, Srinivas, Tony. All right, perfect. All right. Now we're on the track. We're on the track. Now, once you have the mindset, right? You go for a bigger goal. You do not look at a smaller goal. Smaller should be the task. Making sense, everybody? You're becoming a team lead. No, let me ask you, right? I have one more minute, people, before I take the questions. And then, before we close the questions, what do you want to be? What is your biggest goal? What are your goal? Put it in the comment box real fast. What are your goals? What are your goals? Real fast, real fast. Everybody. Everybody, what are your goals? Don't think. Don't think. Don't strategize. Don't think. Before it became 1410. Manager Manohar, very good. That's what I'm talking about. All right, want to be owner of my own company. Okay, reach to the director level. Very good. Be successful. Prajwala, this is very bigger one. Okay, be successful. We need to define what is be successful. Hashmi says, I want to be a vice president in a firm of next 5 years. Manager, HR manager, Chandrisha. Srinivas says manager. Perfect. Now, this is what the goal is. All right. Now, this is a destination. To be a mentor. Very nice. Want to be my own boss, Ashish. God bless you, man. It should. That is your destination. Now, you have to ask why? If that doesn't satisfy, that's not your goal. Let's say that is your goal. Now, when I told about small goals, right? That's not a small goals. That is small tasks. Understood? Now, if we got to build a house, that's a bigger goal. taking the bricks one after another and sorting it one on the top of another. Those are the tasks. Making sense what I'm saying? Don't misinform that what is the task and what is the goal. Manager, leader, owning the self business or leader, that's the task, that is the goal. Now tasks could be how you are breaking your everyday. First starting the task taking, and I want to work on my mindset. I want to work on my thought process. I want to work on setting up goals. I want to work on the strategies. Those are the tasks. Now you got to break the task and you need to move forward. That's how we get into the life. Don't just flow through the life, just live through the life. Understand? Now, when we have these things are ready, then come strategies, and that's where the real fun starts here. Understanding about, okay, what is really this is about and how this works, and what is that the better way that you find and use these operators. Boolean search is not the answer, but these are the operators which helps us to find the things what we want to see. And now, before you understand and you work on IT roles, there are IT people in here, and we work on IT recruiting. And if you are a non-IT, if you are from pharma or healthcare, you need to replicate this to your own business. All right. Now, what is my approach is, and how did I understand being a non-IT person, a graduate from commerce, could able to do things that in 15 years I grown from general recruiter to the director of talent acquisition. Now there has to be some things, the way you understand it and the way you execute it. Now there are few kind of people, right? One, they do the things and they're very good at it, but when they want to help somebody else, they could not able to make impact on others because they do not know that how they are doing it and how it is going to work for them. And the moment you understand that, oh, this is what I'm doing, that is the reason I'm successful, and if these steps these people do, they will be successful. That's called framework. Now, how do you think this thing has evolved? How do you think this thing has evolved? How do you think this thing has evolved? It evolved with experience. Where on the Google or the web, I know that I need to find this kind of image. No, I made it by myself. This is how it works. It works for myself. It works for my mentees, and I help people do it. Unless you work on this one, then this one, then this one, you will not have this success. This is not the success. This is a part of the success. The same comes in with when it comes to your job as well. So before you understand any Boolean, first you need to understand how the IT project development works. What is SDLC, people? It is software development lifecycle. Why it is important? It is very much important for us to understand so that we can exactly catch what is the job need is. So far so good? You're with me, people? Because if you do not understand where exactly it stands, right? Where exactly it stands, how do you know which stack it is going to fill? Now, this software development lifecycle, it comes with phases. What does that mean? If you want to cook a dish, the dish is the outcome, right? It has a phases, that meaning it may need to be boiled, it may need to be marinated, it may need to be cut, it may need to be cleaned. These are the phases, right? Now, that particular task needs to be done in an order. And that is what happens in IT product development or project development. When it comes to software development life cycle, that how an idea can go through this process and becomes a tangible thing. Making sense, everybody? Now, did you understand? I'm giving you from very layman's term. Don't go to the definitional. How I understood, I'm sharing that with you. Now, once it has a phases. What are the phases it has? First, it goes with the analysis phase. All right. In the analysis phase, meaning when we have the client, we have the end client, they have a need. And what it has to do with Boolean search, you learn in a moment. Here in this phase, we need to understand, the individual needs to understand what is the output they're looking for. this phase called analysis phase or requirement gathering phase. And this is where you see business analysts, technical architects, project managers connect with the business owners and stakeholders to understand what they want. And that is where they prepare the business requirement document or functional requirement document. That's where you see in the resume of the business analyst that they'll say, you need to have a client facing experience or you need to analyze the business requirements. This comes on the top. Once the requirement gathering is done, once they understand what is exactly the owner is looking for, then it comes to what is that? For example, you have a land and you want to build an apartment. You call an architect and the architect is talking to you and asking you the questions. And that is what the analysis phase of requirement gathering. Then the person goes and prepares the design. And you see in the profiles and requirements, it's a design, prototype, model, diagram, these kind of words you'll see. That's where the front-end people come in, the graphic designers. There are the 3D, 2D models they create, right? That's where it comes in the design phase. Once the design is been checked, it goes to the development phase, meaning do your architect and you have finalized on a design that you wanted to have, and that person goes back, brings the labor, the masonry, or the bulldozer, or the pro cleaner, whatever, the brakes or the boulders, everything comes in. Then they start building one after another. And once it has been built, where will it go? It goes to the testing phase. Now that is where you see the testers come in. Manual tester, automation tester, performance tester, penetration tester, where after building all those software, then comes in what else? Meaning the hacker people come in. That's where you see pen tester or penetration tester roles come in. In the development, what is that you'll see? Java developer, .NET developer, Python, you'll see the configuration people, DevOps engineers, everybody fall in here to fit it. Then it comes as we start testing. What is that happens in the testing? When someone builds something, they primarily test it manually with the hand, with some data. Whether what they will test, they test the functionality if we're talking about manual tester. And what is the outcome? What is that they want to match? They want to match the actual results with the expected result. That is what testers do. They match their actual results, meaning after doing the test, what is that outcome I got? What is the expected result I was expecting? They match it. The moment that has been matched, the test passed, meaning the test case passed. If that fails, test case failed, and what is that error? What is the bug? And what is that there? They take it to the next level. That is where you see test cases, test script, test scenarios, bug tracking, defect tracking, those kind of words are there. All right, that's where the testing comes in. After manual testing, they get into the automation part, meaning they use a software. Whatever they have done manually, they're going to write the script in the backend. It could be VB, it could be JavaScript, or with the Java, they write the backend script. If they're using QTP or UFT or Selenium, if it comes to JMeter, anything, right? That's where it comes in. So why I'm telling you all this, when a technology comes in, if you understand the relative duty or function of that particular skill, you could able to relate that in the back end, that who is going to use it and what that person do it, and simple. That's what we are learning over here. So after the testing phase is done, then comes in deployment. What is deployment? What is delivery? So deployment and delivery, two different things. Deployment is whatever the source code, everything is ready to go live. They are ready in the deployment, meaning the system work, infrastructure, everything has been checked properly and we are ready to go. Delivery is client has accepted it after the UAT testing, user acceptance testing, and it goes to the approval phase and it goes to the market. And then comes in support and maintenance. And this is where you see people, production support, technical support, tier 1, tier 2, application support, those kind of support role comes in. Now all together makes a software development life cycle. Now here, if you get a business analyst, now you know that this person falls here. Now here, you know, okay, this is something to do with the interaction part, and something might be new they want to do it, or they want to work on something existing that this person will understand and they rework on it. Design phase, okay, maybe there is some information I need to make it visually appealing. Development, that's where people develop, means they create. How do they create? With the languages. What languages? Programming languages. They program something, that how a software can communicate with the hardware, so that both together gives the output of what we want. That's where the programming languages like C, C++, Java, .NET, C Sharp, Perl, Python, so many that kind of technologies comes in. If you got a performance tester, right? If you got a performance tester role, what is that you're gonna think? Okay, now the manual testing and automation has done. Now they want to test the performance of the application, meaning they test the load, they test the stress, they stress the performance, meaning if we have built a software, now in one particular time, there's a 10 lakh people, maybe they're logging in. Can the server take the load to do the load testing? If we have uploaded something and 1 crore people are downloading it at the same time, will it take the stress? Now they do the testing part there. Then we see the system engineering people, we see networking people, we see web server people. So we see people with the DevOps who create that CI/CD pipeline. We see the deployment phase. Support, we understood it. Now here, in the phase, now when you get a requirement, you know exactly the where will it fall. If it is testing phase, meaning the development might have done, and this person needs to interact with these people. If you have got a business analyst, now you know that this, whatever this person gathers, it needs to be flown to this side. Without the cycle is over, anything will not go to the market or will not be delivered people. You need to understand that. Everything has to go with, either they automate it, they manually do it, but it has to go through this process. All right. So now let's understand about the IT company. What are there? What are the roles there? And that gives you an idea. There will be always a decisive authorities, right? Here it comes with the management or the owner of the companies or the board members, the chairman. Those people are there on the IT company. In the very top level, we're talking about very big companies. And then you see C-level executives. Now, this particular hierarchy is going to help you understand what are the roles and where exactly they fit in. C-level is CEOs, CFOs, CTOs, Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Chief Technology Officer. Any word that is C is attached, that is C-level executive. And that's where you see few companies, they hire executive level hiring. What does that mean? They hire these top level people. Then we have manager roles. In manager roles, it falls in. So once you understand their category, it is easy for you to dissect it and understand the roles people. What could be the managers? We will have project managers, functional, IT, scrum masters, we have product manager, we have program manager. Those roles come in here. Architects. Now, as a recruiter, whatever you are learning here, now your learning should not stop here, but from here you need to go and start your research. What a solution architect does, what an application architect does, what is a technical architect does, what's an enterprise architect does, all right? What is application architect does, what is a data architect, what is information security architect, what is a network architect. So those are the roles fall in architect level, meaning these people build the architecture after understanding the need, so that the other people will feed into that. Analyst roles comes in. Business analyst, business systems analyst, project analyst, right? Data analyst, reporting analyst. Those analyst roles are there in IT companies. Lead roles, designers, right? Web designer, front-end designer, UI designer, UX designer, different designer roles. You get a role, you know that these people fall in this category. Now, once you understand that category, it is easy for you to understand the roles as well. Then we see administrator roles. Database administrator, system administrator, desktop administrator. Now, where exactly it comes? It comes once something has been built and now it has been handed over to the person who needs to supervise or look at it. And you see, the look at it means monitor, meaning you see in the resume or requirement monitoring. All right. They install and install software. So you see install and install. They upgrade. They look at firewall security, right? They do breakup. They give permission. If data lost, they recover it. All right, they do the different location. That is called data replication. Now, if this particular thing has been done, data replication, what are the tools they are using? Now, that's how and the skills people, because that's the easiest way to learn. Administrator comes in where something is built, that is where the admin is. Now we can ask question, okay, now what if you're working with the database administrator? You can definitely ask, rather than asking how many software, which directly can go, how big is the database? How many you are using from a conversational point of view. Now, once you understand the depth in the role, you can able to talk to the people. Testers come in. We see, what are the kind of testers we see people? This is pretty, everybody works. So what are the kind of testing roles that we see if we are working in IT? Real quick. Absolutely. We see penetration test. Absolutely. Functional, manual automation, performance tested. Perfect. Now you understood, right? When you are looking at testers profile, let me give you a little bit in detail of information here. Okay. When you're looking up with tester role, you see in the profile that I have done black box. You might have seen that black box testing in the profile, gray box testing. They write all these things. Now you need to understand something. Who does what? If you do not understand that part, you may end up submitting a performance tester to the manual tester. And manual tester may bluff in such a way you do not understand that, and they get caught in there. Why? Because this is from the experience. Now, if you see, there is a white box testing has been mentioned in the resume, right? You might have seen white box testing data in the profiles. Yes. White box testing means unit testing. What is unit testing? Unit testing is done by the developers. We need to understand that. Unit testing is equals to white box testing. What is unit testing? Unit testing is the developer, once they write the code, 10 lines, 100 lines, 1,000 lines, whatever, for one unit. They compile it and they execute it, whether it is working or not, or after I execute, is it bothering to any of other functionalities? Because they do it, and if it is not working, they play around with once again the code, again they execute. They play around with the code, they execute. That is called unit testing. And the unit testing can be done manually, or they use the JMeter or NUnit as well sometimes for the unit testing. Those are the tools. Now, when someone, a manual tester mentions, I have experience with black box, gray box, white box, you got to stop there and ask, how did you end up doing white box testing? Can you tell me? Now, you will know the exact depth, meaning manual tester never play with the codes or never develop white box testing in the profile. You got to remove it. After they do the unit test, they integrate, they do integration testing. These people do not do it, manual testers. These people who are in development side, these tester may get profiles, they mention unit testing, white box test. All right, so you're doing about. Then you see are who build, who create. That's what you need to have an understanding. In their profile, you will see writing, designing, coding, compiling, debugging, testing. This is what you will see in the profile. So in tester's profile, you will never see designing, coding, writing. They never mention. They write test cases, test script, test plan, test strategies. This is what we'll see in tester's resume. So now once you understand these words and what they do, it's easier for you to play. And we see support roles or non-IT roles or IT roles, right? The low end, right? Desktop support, system support, network support, anything. Or non-IT staff, what we have? Anything which is paid in the low or which is nothing to do with the IT, but they are in the IT company. Executive administrator, personal assistant, call center people, we say front desk officer, office manager, drivers, forklifters. So many such profiles are there that encompasses that bigger company. Clear, people? We understood the roles about it. So before we get in, what have you understood so far in these 30 minutes? What did you understand? What did the clarity that you got about people? Put that in the comment box real quick. What is the clarity you had so far? SDLC clarity we have. All right. What else? Once you understand the phases, right, in SDLC, then how that SDLC gets implemented, that we will understand, right? We need to understand that. Meaning, then that comes with the methodologies. That's where you see the methodologies coming in. What is the methodology? Waterfall methodologies, Agile methodology, Kanban methodology. In Agile methodology, there's a Scrum processes. How Scrum process works that we need to understand. Then comes in DevOps. Why DevOps is been evolved. That gives more flow to you people to understand. Thank you so much, Rashmi. Thank you so much. Now, if we do not understand that part, right, we understand the phases, but we need to take the phases and put into practice, right? And that's where the waterfall methodology comes. Once you do analysis, then it comes design, then it comes development, then it comes test, then it comes deployment, then it comes what? Then it comes support. This is the waterfall, one after another. Now to make it strengthen, then commit agile methodologies. Agile methodology has some rules and some processes, and that includes Scrum process. And when you see in agile the environment, if some people have worked in Scrum, you see there are three different things are involved. Scrum Master, Scrum Team, Product Owner. That's where you see sprint planning, stand-up meeting, product backlogs, these kind of languages you see. So don't ever panic. Everything falls in this only. Now it is going to give you some little bit more idea and clarity about when you see requirements. In the process, you end up looking at DevOps. DevOps is development and operations. Within this phase only, meaning business analyst or developer or designer, tester, if they are called a development side, operations means anything that is happening on infrastructure, or we have network people, or we have delivery people, they are into operations. Now in DevOps, they club it together. Earlier in waterfall, nobody knows what is happening in different world. Now in the DevOps, they focus primarily on automation, by automating the process. Meaning, if you as a developer do some changes, me as a tester knows it, the build engineer knows it, that what is the changes happening. Why? Because they use a centralized software to store their data, store their code. And that is where you see the word like GitHub. What is GitHub? That's a version control tool. What is version? The source code. What is source code? What are the damn code they write? What have to do with us, right? We just understand it. They write the code there. Now, the moment they write the code and they keep it, they give the permission to everybody. They give the private coding structure. They give it to, access to everyone. Now, if this is a program, and I got an update that I need to change this white color nail to red color nail. No, I need to program it, right? Now, what do? I'm going to take this part and I change that white color to red color and I execute it. It is working. Now, then it goes to the testing team. Selenium, it has been tested. It is working. Then it goes to the deployment and they release it. The old code of white will be taken over by the red code. That's how they do it. Now, if you see when the developer has done it, they pulled a little bit in here. Why? Because majority of the DevOps project works in microservices environment. What is microservices? Microservices means micro, matlab chota. Service means this particular code. So that is where you see the words like Kubernetes, Docker containers. What is Docker container? In a platform, they install Docker. It allows people to write their code in small containers. Meaning, if this is a bigger code, this is a container. This is code, this does, this execute this part only. Another container, another container, another container. Now, if I have to build a finger, I have to join this all containers here and I integrate it here. Now, if we have to change the color of the nail, I don't have to fidget around with all the code. These developers go directly to the code where there is a nail and they change the color. And they continuously do it. Now, that is what you see. All of a sudden, all of a night, we get the versions of the software without worrying about why? Because this whole thing is running. Now, we just want the change of the color. Now, what these developers do from the GitHub, they developer take this, meaning that is where they call fork it, right? They take it, they create. They create one, what? The same copy, they take it and they work around it. All right. That is what they call it commit. Commit means editing. They create repositories. You see in the language they mentioned, they create repositories in GitHub language. Repository is nothing but a damn file. Commit is nothing but they do the editing part. Forking is but taking it from here. And when I'm doing that white color to red color, everybody in the team knows that Suman is doing it. Meaning I'm ready with my testing, they're ready with the deployment, everyone is ready. Now, once I did my unit testing and I pushed it, automatically, meaning that's where this CI/CD pipeline comes in. The Jenkins, or these configuration management tools, the backend scripting tools, Chef, Puppet, Ansible, those things come up. Now they automate it together, all process, all right? And they use Selenium for their automation testing. If everything is working good and if they need to monitor, what they do? They use Nagios. Now, once you understand the DevOps process, right? What is DevOps? Is CI/CD. Continuous integration, continuous deployment, continuous development, continuous delivery. Three things are there. We need to understand. Continuous integration is there, meaning a software which needs continuous monitoring and continuously it is changing its appearances or its products, whatever it may be. Clear? That is continuous integration. You keep on integrating new things, new feature. Now, continuous development, meaning in this process, developers work with the business analyst. The moment they gather the information, they start coding. Continuous deployment. The moment the code is happened, it is pushed to the testing to the deployment. Deployment meaning the code has been tested, everything is ready to go. I'll give you an example. When we hear the word, the army has been deployed in Jammu and Kashmir, what does that mean? Meaning the particular unit or particular battalion is ready to do its action when they get the order. That's it. That's what it comes in the software language when it's a deployment, meaning the code is ready to be executed. Continuous deployment or delivery, meaning we have let it go. Now it is in that side, meaning the owner is ready or it is ready to go to the world, or we have given it to the company, whoever is owning it. That's what you need to understand. There is another word you will see, CI/CD pipeline, meaning preparing this process. That's it. That's how we need to understand a job role. People, was this information helping you out to understand a different perspective of thinking about recruiting and how we understand the roles and things like that, put that in the comment box. This was not in the slide, but I just wanted to, I thought we should know this. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. All right, we could have definitely call a DevOps person and have this kind of meeting. We could do that, but about we never done anything else and we're understanding it, right? That's the fun of learning. That's the reason I'm making you understand from my way of understanding, and that's the reason we can understand easily. Now, once you understand that particular thing, what is that? Roles. First, you understood the phases. Then you understand roles, who fits where. Then we understand the methodologies. What are the methodologies we understood, people? Put that in the comment box. Then we understood the role part, okay? What exactly they should be doing. Now we go and dissect it. Like one is waterfall, agile, scrum that comes in process. All right. You may hear Kanban is process. All right. There are so many. All right. And DevOps is primarily everyone is working. DevOps is not a methodology, but this is a mindset of the people, developers, and operations people working together. That's it. Where? In any process, but primarily in agile methodologies, this DevOps runs. All right, that's how they automate it. Now let's focus on how we understand a need. Now here is a four-step framework, people. I have prepared it for yourself. You might be understanding it anyway, but this is going to give you a more in clarity in that. Are you guys ready? First thing, first thing we need to understand. Four-step framework are the question that you should be asking yourself. Once you look at the requirement, this is a question you're going to ask. What is expected by the client? And you need to find the answer within the job, and we're going to do it practically. Don't worry. Then comes in what the candidate will do. You're going to read and understand. Then it comes how the candidate will do it. All right. Then comes in anything else. So here, what is expected by the client is the output or the deliverables or the receiving end, meaning what exactly we want you for. If we are hiring a chef, if we are hiring a Chinese chef who knows how to use the knives, chopper, and everything, that is not what we're looking for. We want someone who can, create or make the dish sushi dish. Sushi is a Chinese dish that whether this person could able to make or not. That's what we need to figure out in any job requirement. Majority of the time it is there. If not, we have to go to the next step, what the candidate will do, meaning these are duties and responsibilities. How the candidate will do it, these are the tools. We want the onions to be chopped properly in a square manner. That is what. How the person will be chopping, we want a Chinese knife, stainless steel with a big handle. This person will chop it. You see? Now this is the tools. You might be hearing requirements. We are looking for people who worked on NoSQL databases. Okay, NoSQL databases. What is that? Now you will understand NoSQL databases are a bunch of databases which are not only SQL, but it uses different query language. For example, we have a MongoDB, right? MongoDB. We have a what? React, and there are so many, right? What are the? It is not coming. What are the people? What are the NoSQL databases you use? One is. What did we get into that? When we get a requirement, yeah, MongoDB is the primary they are being used. MongoDB we see. All right, so let's understand a requirement here. Okay, let me go to this portal. All right, focus over here, people. This is dice.com, and let's understand. We just understood DevOps, right? We pull DevOps. Okay, now we'll get into DevOps. Let's get an easy one, right? Let's get in here, and we're going to put it in the framework. Okay. And we are going to understand mobile app developer. What's that? We're looking for a mobile application tester. Okay. Now, before any job comes in, I want you to look at few things here. Before you work on any job requirement, what is that we need to understand? We might be doing that unconsciously, but now we have to be very conscious enough for doing it. First, we need to understand what are the required skills. We go to identify required skills, or we may see must have skills. Then we would go into good to have, desirable, highly desirable, preferred, or plus. So now, whenever you are writing, whenever you are reading it, this is what you should be looking for. Required, meaning without these things may not work, and with these are the added advantages. Okay, that's how we are going to look at things when we look at a requirement. Let me focus here. This is a mobile app tester. This is a test. This is a what? Title, company name, location. Obviously, you're gonna check. Job types, you're gonna check. Look, duration, yes. Now we have a bunch of things here. Let me. This is the JD. We'll copy it. Okay. Always you have to focus on how you beautify a job requirement, people. You got to beautify it. Oops. Where is it? How would you beautify? You just gotta remove these things. All right. So I'm not doing it now, but let's me put it here. And I'll do this line spacing. We are here trying to understand it in a that 4 steps manner. Okay. Perfect. I'm sure it is visible to you. Okay. So here, what are the 4 framework? Put in the comments. What are the 4 steps frameworks that you just learned in the previous slide? What are the 4 steps framework? Now here. Have you people written it down or not? I'm sure you might not be wasting time. You are writing it down. Okay, till the time let me beautify it. Beautify मतलब उसको ढंग से सजाना है, ठीक है? So that we will understand. Perfect. Let me. What is expected by the client? What the candidate will do? How the candidate will do it? And anything else. Perfect. Awesome. Now we are going to ask this question to ourselves. Okay, we're going to ask this question. One, what is expected by the client? Meaning we are looking for outcome. So within that, we just say, okay, testing mobile application and mobile devices, ensuring the configuration operations is working good. Working with the product owner and development teams to test and optimize mobile application. People, do you remember in our conversation I said about product owner? Did you remember? Did you catch that when I said? Put it in the comment box if you've done. Yes, right? When it will come when it is a agile methodology. Product owner, Scrum team, and Scrum master. Exactly. Now let's see if they're asking for agile. Okay, let me search it here. No, they have not asked for agile, but by default, this is an agile framework. So you need to focus. If someone has worked on waterfall, they get rejected because working with the product owners. So they need to understand the environment experience. What is expected of the client? Till this time, what we should be going through is client is looking for a mobile app tester, right? This is what we are looking for. अब तक तो इतना ही information है. Okay, let's go. And as a recruiter, each line you need to read and understand. Testing mobile application in mobile devices to ensure their configuration, operations, and capabilities to work efficiently. Clear? How they are being configured, how they are operating capabilities. We understood it. Now, working with product owner and development teams to test and optimize mobile applications. Right? Test and optimize mobile applications. developing automated test script now. And what else? Framework. Clear? What is this? These are the duties. What the candidate will do. After the candidate collaboratively work with these people, you need to understand this person will be developing test script and automated test script. When we say automation, it means there is some software involved. Now we need to keep an eye for what is the top automation tool client is looking for. We need to keep an eye open. Chalo, we'll read it. For improved mobile app performance, should be familiar with test automation tool. See, Selenium Bitbar. So it could be for mobile. What else? Appium or other mobile automation tool. What are the other automation tool? Eggplant, Renorex. There are other tools are there for mobile application testing. So now when we see this, we have found how the candidate will do it, right? How the candidate will do it. We got this one. Perfect. Now what else? Now we have to highlight it. Requirement understanding, you spend your time as much as to understand the need, because that is where is the shining your axe before you go and cut the woods. Working with variety of databases and coding programs such as Java, JavaScript, HTML, as well as XML and JSON feeds. Now, working with various databases. So it could be, what are the various databases? It could be SQL, it could be SQL Server, or it could be SQL Server, it could be Oracle, it could be DB2, it could be MongoDB. We do not know. We're talking about databases. Coding programs, meaning Java server-side language, JavaScript. Maybe they are using Selenium to script it in the backend. We are not expecting this person to develop or write the code. They need to be familiar with this so that anywhere the code has gone wrong or they need to automate Selenium, they can use the script. HTML is for front end. All right. What is XML and JSON? This is something. XML is this is a markup language, and JSON feeds are these are the pages where if the source like data source is coming from mobile application, maybe they are storing their data in the database in XML or JSON format. Now, when this person tests it, they need to understand that where exactly the data is been retrieved from. That's the reason they are asking for this experience. That's it. We have a clear understanding. Producing clear and concise test reports. Okay, this person will be producing test report. Releasing notes to the co-worker when needed. Okay. Provide feedback to the development technical troubleshoot. Okay. Suggestion new process policies to improve mobile. This is very generic statements, right? Mobile automation testing skills required, obviously. So how without this will work? Always remember, whenever you get a job requirement, first 5 to 6 bullet points are primarily where you can find your must have skills and required skills. After that, it is like, okay, ye hai to acha hai, and you need to look for something else. All right, let's get in more. Bachelor's degree computer science. Obviously, this guy need to have a bachelor's degree, bachelor of science or something. At least 5 years of experience in mobile application testing and automation script development. Okay, so 5+ years of, we understood, 5+ years in automation testing, and that is into mobile. Clear? Okay. We are trying to bring it in such a way that when we pitch it, that would be easy for us. We don't have to look in here. Working knowledge of mobile operating systems, iOS and Android. Okay, so here it is an iOS or Android app that company is building. I mean, on that is a system, that is an operating system where the software has been built, and this person needs to know how it is working. And I have completed this line. Experience in developing, automating script and test. This thing is repeated. Experience in using configuration management or version control tools like ADO or Jira. Do you remember version control tools? Experience with configuration management, version controls. Jira is a test management. It's a project management. It's a bug tracking tool. ADO and Jira, they are looking for. And what is that they are looking for? Configuration management. Could be Selenium, sorry, it could be Jenkins. Version control tool. Okay. It could be version control tool, could be GitHub. Subversion, we see SVN, right? Bitbucket, subversion control tool. Okay. And they mentioned Jira, whatever. Perfect. We are done. Now, strong interpersonal skills. Now, these are something like you need to understand which are professional skills on which are like interpersonal. So these things we should not be mentioning in requirements, and you know that. Ability to challenge deadlines and work fast-paced. Experience and work in offshore teams. See, this is something we have to take it seriously. If I could not have read it till the end, I do not know that what if there are different geographies involved and this person needs to coordinate with those people, right? This is very much important again to ask. Anything else? Offshore teams, perfect. Now we understand that this is what. Now, if you read it, if we have this much information, it is all good. Why? Client is looking for mobile app testers with 5 years of experience in mobile testing. This person will be automating scripts and creating frameworks so that they execute it, and the testing things will work properly so that the application is going to deliver. Then how they will do it? This person is going to use Selenium or Appium or Renorex or Eggplant. We do not know any automation tool, and will be working on iOS, Android platform, and it can working on the configuration tools as well, meaning experience with Jira, ADO, or Jenkins, or GitHub, the sort of experience. And this person will be involving with the management team and product owners and development teams at the same time, offshore teams. What else? Should be knowing the technologies like programming languages like Java, JavaScript, HTML, and what else? XML in the backend and the JSON files, right? This is what it is for backend testing that we may ask. Now, once you understand this framework, then you could be asking for, so here what is expected by the client? This is the outcome or end result. It could be a result oriented, or else we have to go with what the client is looking for. What the candidate will do, it's a duty or responsibility. This is how they do it, tools or skills. Anything else could be whatever, right? Education, certification, other related, need, whatever the client look for. Now we gather the information. Now it is time to convert it to the keywords, because we need to find the keywords. Clear, people? We need to understand the keywords. Now here, before we keywords, we have the operators, right? What are the operators? We know Boolean operators. Put that in the comment box. I'm sure you don't need much time in there. Have all the operators, whatever you know. Excuse me. Boolean, yes. Operators. Now, exactly. So many of you are typing it right. We have and, or, not. We have bracket. We have a quotation, and we have asterisk, right? Now, it is not about what operator you are using, but you should know why you are using it. Meaning, the operator is the bridge between what you are asking it to do and what is fetching. So your Boolean search string, Boolean string is equals to a query. Clear, people? Boolean string is equals to query, meaning if we want to if you want to view a video of Salman Khan and Katrina Kaif, Salman Khan and Katrina Kaif are the keywords. We're going to put that in the YouTube and it is going to fetch the outcome in there, meaning what exactly we made it to do. So software, the website, the programs, they do not understand what is Katrina Kaif and what is Salman Khan, but they're going to match it with the similar words in the titles of the descriptions and it will fetch. And we know any video that has a title or a description of Katrina Kaif and Salman Khan is a movie, and they're actors and will search and will find that particular movie. Now the same way we need to think that these particular job portals do not understand anything, but we need to tell it, go with this, execute it, get the information out from there. Meaning, whatever the files are there, match it and show it us, because I know what kind of animal is. Once it is not that you expect every candidate to write resume like this. We cannot expect, and we should not, that the resume will be like this, but we need to look in the resume to make it like this. How? To identifying the keywords in there. Here, when we say and, right, just to give it here, you know about and, meaning we want what? This and that. We want onion and we want potato. Or we want what? Chili powder or green chili. Anything of this. Not. Get me chili powder or green chili, but not red chili. Understood? What is bracket? Giving instructions. Do this, then do this, then do this. That's it. What is quotation? If we use multiple words as a one word, okay? SQL server. We don't want to see SQL on the top and server in the bottom. So we use quotation. Right? And the people who are using asterisk means we call it star or whatever it is, right? It means anything after it. Meaning, if you want to search profiles with the responsibilities, like semantic way, or a similar meaning. What is that? Let's say we are looking for a developer, right? Developer. Let's say we are looking for a Java developer. So what is that going to happen is Java is the common thing, but if we want to make it semantic, okay? Developer, developed, developing. What is that? Develops. So here, how you do is you make the noun to the verb. That's it. Develops. So here, why do we use asterisk? So anything after it. First, we are going to add Java. In these 4 words, you see how many common letters are there. These many common letters are there. We bring it here and we're going to put asterisk. So anything after it is good. So in any resume, if you see Java developer, developing, develop, we're going to pull. The same way, if you are looking for a tester, it is going to pull. What is that? Testing, tested, tester, anything it is going to pull, right? So that's why we use asterisks. So now here in the requirement, if we need to use these Boolean operators to make a string, so you got to understand that how to identify keyword. What is a keyword again? Keyword could be anything that you want to see in the fetched result through your query. Understood? All right. Any question here, people? 1 minute. If you have any question, put that in the comment box. All right. Any question here? Okay, you can. I have a question. I hope that is related to this and how these people are growing. Interesting. I hope you guys have not shared this link with outside people. So this is like a fair transaction I have expected, and don't invite the negative karma to yourself. All right, like I pay and five of people watch. Don't do that. Yes, you can unmute yourself. You can let me ask. You can unmute. Anybody can unmute, right? Yeah, anyone can unmute. So yes, Shakti, if this is the name, do we need to use quotes? Yes, we need to use quotes. I'm gonna show you. We got this. What could be? Yeah, who's this?
Someone, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Talking about?
Yes, yes. For that, do we need to use
Yes.
quotes for that?
That's a pretty good question. So here what happens is few portals accept it, few portals doesn't accept. Meaning Monster works on that with quotation, but most of it doesn't work. If we put it in this Dice, Career Builder, in Google or in LinkedIn, it doesn't work. I have not checked it. It used to work. All right. This is what it is. Java developer. If you are looking for project manager, project, and we will look for anything, right? Manager, management, manages, managing anything, it will pull in. All right.
Got it. Thanks.
Perfect. No, do not use it in that way. That won't. That will screw up all the string
Thanks.
in here.
Thanks.
All right. Hang on. Perfect. Well, and here again, there's a food framework. Okay. Keep writing paper. Keyword can be a job title. All right. So don't be surprised if you're using anything that, oh, what is this? No. Job keyword can be a job title, and responsibility can be a keyword. Okay. It means a job title can be a keyword. Keyword can be a job title. That's how funny it is. See, job title can be a keyword. All right. And let me, man. ये ब्यूटीफाइंग के चक्कर में टाइम जाएगा. What else? Skills, tools, okay, technologies can be a keyword that we do, and anything else could be a keyword. Now you see, anything else could be offshore team, right? Now if this is what is the deal breaker, you definitely can use offshore or yes, certification can be a keyword. Yes, offshore. PMP can be a keyword. CCNA can be a keyword. Certified Scrum Master can be a keyword. MCSC can be a keyword. Now, why you are using, where you are using, that needs to be clear. And some people, what they do, people, and this is the craziest thing, right? They take this as a keyword. Don't ever do that. Few people use, I have seen 5 years experience as a keyword because the client is asking. They use 5+ years as a keyword. Don't use this. We gotta use our brain a little bit. What if someone has used, I have over 5 years of experience, or I have 10 years of experience? Where exactly it is gonna fit then? Making sense? So don't do that. That's not been okay. Let me do it in this way. All right. So here, don't use it. Now here on the top, what is that? Job title can be a keyword. So it could be mobile tester or mobile app tester or mobile application tester, or they might have mentioned automation tester mobile. Anything could be. So you need to look at it. For example, Java developer. Okay, we are using. So what is that you are going to use? Java developer or Java J2EE developer, or it could be programmer analyst, Java programmer. Okay, excuse me for the spelling. Java engineer. If you get in, you find full stack developer, they'll mention backend developer, anything it comes in. All right, people, that's how you Java consultant. There you go, Java consultant. They mention it. So what you do, the common thing is Java, you take it, and rest you add Java and developer or programmer or engineer or consultant. Clear? This is how we do it. Responsibility. Forget about this part here. I'm not talking about this anymore. This is for your knowledge. We're talking about this much. Okay, we just keep it away for some time. Responsibility can be keyword. What is the responsibilities here? Automated test scripts and frameworks. Okay, test reports. Okay, so I'll be mentioning automation. So automate, automated, automation, automating. Tests, testing, framework or frameworks, this comes in. Or, all right, people, framework, right? Some people may write frame and work, or some people write frame. Okay, that's it. It will pull, or frameworks. All right. Everything, anything that you think that any kind of people are there in the world, how they can think, you need to write in any ways. Okay, I'll show you, right? So let me get in here. Because this is my LinkedIn profile. There you go, Gabby Kamen. FRAM framework. And people, if you are thinking that LinkedIn, that you can use this free version and to make your the strings or to source submission, no. LinkedIn algorithm has been changing so drastically that whatever the results it gives, right, is a very stupid and generic results it gives, because they are promoting primarily for their paid one. So that's the reason. Don't be surprised when you give a string and your string been thrown out, or people, you may not get proper people. You see, there is a framework engineer, framework. Now, so here it doesn't use sometimes asterisks. Framework, okay. Java framework, you see. So people may write framework and people may write framework. Java framework, Java framework. Got it? It will have it. And now, the same goes with full stack. Okay, full stack also goes with full stack, or we go with full space stack. You got to understand that, and don't worry if your string is bigger, let it be. We are trying to get as many as profiles, and we make it exact the way we want. If client has mentioned framework like this, don't just use the same thing. So again, what is this required? Okay, responsibility could be testing, automation, testing. I may mention collaboration, right? Offshore team required. Okay, I will mention offshore if that is what is mandatory. offshore. All right, anything could be a keyword. Skills and technologies. What is the skill? They ask for Selenium, Appium. Now, shall I use Selenium and Appium? No, I can use Selenium or Appium because any of these. And when you are going to use or, you are going to use or when it comes to the similar things. Meaning, if client do not use or, if this is not similar, meaning Selenium and Appium both are testing tools, automation testing tools. In Selenium, all Selenium is for web applications and mobile application as well. But Appium is primarily for mobile application, which supports iOS and Android. Give or for .NET and Java, sorry, .NET or Java, but you cannot give Java or JavaScript. You cannot give Java and Oracle. Java is a programming language. Oracle is a database. So whenever using or, use your brain. Why did not I use framework or framework or framework? Because anything it hits, it doesn't change the primary meaning of it. That's the reason. That's how we got to be looking at it. PMP or project management certification, but PMP or CCNA nahi hoga aisa. So you got to look in there. Selenium or Appium, JavaScript. Okay. Now what is that you can write here? Or JS or JavaScript, right? Yeah. So this is what you should be writing, but not Java and JavaScript. Sorry, Java or JavaScript, no. And Java, you can use Java. Then they are asking for backend, right? XML or JSON. Why? Because the data can be stored in XML files or JSON files. You can use or in there, and they're looking for the front end script. I believe they're looking for HTML as well, right? You can write in there. Now here, anything, bachelor's degree, anything they're using. So now if I have to prepare a string out of it, now see how easy it is. So I'm looking for a mobile tester. Okay. Mobile application tester and tester who has worked with Java, the primary language, and they're looking for this thing. What is that? If they are using for scripting language, if Java has been used for Selenium scripting, then we can use it or with JavaScript. Why? Because both the intention of usage of the particular skill is same. Making sense, everybody, what I'm saying? You got to understand the intention behind the particular thing. Here, as a tester point of view, someone will be automating the particular tool in the backend script. So it could be written in Java, it could be written in JavaScript. Now that's the reason they asked it, but they did not ask that this guy should be coding in Java. Clear? That's how you should be looking at it. Understood, people? Put that in the comment box if it is making sense. Any of these they wanted, scripting languages. Okay. Perfect. Now what else? What did I say? Execute this, then execute this, then execute this, then execute this, or Appium, or you might be looking at, Suman, there is something else with Appium, right? What was that? Bitbar, I don't care, because I can ask the guy, what is that? Okay, because that is Selenium, is one part of the Selenium, I know that. Or what did they say here? They said familiar with testing automation tools like Selenium, Bitbar, or Appium, or other mobile automation tools. So we can take this as also a keyword. So what if the candidate mentioned, I have worked with various automation tools, and they have not mentioned it? Making sense, people? Here is an automation. We have not used automation. We can use automation. Now, this is not case sensitive keywords, but operators are case sensitive. Do not make it smaller. It has to be in capital. That's what used universally. So do not mess around. Automation tools, I took it. Then framework. Okay. Then what is that I want this person to do? testing, tested, tests, everything is done, right? Then I wanted test automation is done. Where is this automation? Automation is done. Okay. Framework is done. Collaboration, if you want to mention, I have collaborated. Collaboration, collaborating, it will pull up. And what else? If I need to mention more, what else is there? Mobile. Which operating systems they want? iOS. If that is Android, I'm gonna use Android, or I'm going to use or iPhone, Apple. Okay, we can use it as well. Why? What if someone says I have tested iPhone device? हो सकता है, होने को तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. So that's how you look for. Okay. Now here, that's it. This is what primarily we need. Now once you execute it, if things do not working, which one you are going to remove? You are going to remove from the bottom. Anything else? So here, collaboration, I'm going to remove. And I'll check. What are the other words it can hit? Like offshore, or I do not write anything else. I'm going to ask. But I will not remove mobile app testing, automation, Java J2E, and this part. Clear, people? Now, this is how we identify the keyword and we put it to the action. Now, let's go, and so far so good. You understood it now? And they mentioned few version control tools also, right? Yes, the version control tools we can definitely mention. And we wanted ADO or Jira, or you write it version control tool, or just version control or configuration management tool. So it will pull management tools. That's it. Either I write with their names or with their category. Meaning automation tools, yes, anything could be. Subversion, we can write SVN as well. Okay. Or GitHub, we can write if there is a version control tool. Clear, people? May I know, is there any different to use caps in keywords? No, there is no difference. You can write it in your own way. This, I have written it just for my understanding. And again, the brackets also doesn't make any sense for few portals. We write brackets for ourselves to understand. Few portals doesn't care. They execute this, they execute others. But here, for say we have dice and career builder we are using, we need to keep it this instructions. Execute this first, then execute this. Execute this. So it's a step by step, it executes, all right? Because it's a query, it goes and hits the backend and it comes in. Understood, people? The same way if you are writing for DevOps, right? If there is a DevOps requirement, if we are talking about. So here, let's go and I'll get real quick, not doing everything of it, but we are DevOps. If this is a full stack, what is that we're going to write? Full stack, and front end. What is front end? Front end about HTML, CSS, or jQuery or JavaScript. And the back end, you're going to write the Node.js, or we have a JDBC, or we have a Java. Any back end thing is been used, right? So that's what full stack. We understand someone has done front end and back end. We use front end, back end, and front end tools and back end tools. That's it. That's how you make those strings there. Let's understand DevOps so that you will just give an idea. All right. Oh, we are 24 minutes above the schedule, people. Is that okay with you? We just go with one more requirement. Are you guys enjoying so far though? This question I did not ask. Have you? We have spoken more than 2 hours. Are you enjoying though? Yes, very good. That's what, if you, okay, very good, very good. All right, let me, thank you so much, Moini. All right, it's making sense, right? Okay, very good. Now we get a requirement, DevOps. We'll take, okay, thank you very much, Catherine. Let's understand DevOps. So this is something difficult sort of requirements, right? I'll pull a good one. So this is looks like a Bagwas requirement, okay? We'll get a good one. Where at least, let's see, this robot half wala requirement, let's see. would. Ask me, I would go for 5 more hours. I could go for 5 more hours. Yes, we could talk about these requirements, but I'm looking for something like difficult and tough sort of, so that I can engage you people better. All right, DevOps. No. Where is that? No. Let me get it. Where? Okay. Now here is a DevOps requirement. Right? Let's understand this one. So here, look at it. DevOps is a process. Always understand why this is. This is for whenever you are giving a DevOps, what is the string you're gonna give? People. For DevOps के लिए, you're gonna give DevOps or ops or or right, perfect, continuous deployment जो भी है, ठीक है? That is what you're gonna give first. That is what it is. That is the first thing was all about. Okay. Now, DevOps will support lead and design, approval, design, new software integration with the third-party packages. What is that? These will be integrating with the third-party packages. Clear? Line by line पढ़ने का कुछ भी requirements. You should not be stopping in the middle. Because majority of the recruiter do not read requirement from the top to bottom. And I bet how many of you like this? I know we are good people here. Well, how many of people you have seen this? They do not read line by line till the end. They just like, right? They just overlook it. DevOps will support. Why? These, yes, me too. Yeah, me too. I was like that. So what, whom to blame? I never started from started to end, because I'll say, okay, this is like a DevOps के लिए GUI, this thing, I go and jump in and I lost somewhere. My resume gets rejected. No idea why. Exactly. And look at here. DevOps will support the lead on design, right? Primarily the lead design and approving design for new software or software integration. There might be building new software or integrating it to another software with the third-party packages. Third-party packages क्या होता है? Let's say you have a software and you want to add a payment gateway. वो third-party software है. You need to integrate both these. For this, they need to do so many things in there, right? Any third-party packages, and you need to automate your email. Automating email, you definitely integrate it with something else. For example, if there is your internet database and you need to integrate that with Bullhorn, so उसके लिए different processes are there. That's a very simple example I'm giving you, but it goes in extremely depth. Works with software engineer and management to help shape coding standards and software development lifecycle best practices. Okay, this is general thing. Now, as a recruiter, you need to understand which are like general, like understanding a requirement in recruiting language is general, but asking or closing candidates on full social security number, that is a requirement. Understand? Understanding a requirement is generic, but closing pharmaceutical requirement are must, or that's what I mean to say. Clear, people? I recommend software improvement changes to the system as needed. So this one you can ask during the call. John, have you ever advised or have you ever given a solution for system changes or any software improvements? You can write it down then. Perform software data analysis to uncover issue and solve complicated problems to the typical span multiple system. Software and data analysis. Okay. This person will be doing data analysis or software analysis, uncover the root cause analysis sort of thing. Yeah. No. Then we go, right? Then we ask, have you done an informant? So that's where the probing questions comes in. Okay. So could you please take me to the situation? Can you please explain more about it? When you ask, have you ever given a solution? Very good question, Shakti brought it here, and I would like to address that. He said, if I ask you, hey, John, have you ever given any solution or anything else for the change of systems or anything else, the candidate says yes. So what was the financial impact of that with your solution? See, how would that make you feel when you have given a solution? Could you please walk me through it? That is a probing questions, people. You have to go with the probing questions. You cannot stop in there. Making sense, Shakti? Right? Thank you so much. That's how it goes in. Because we as a recruiter cannot stop in here. We need to go into probing questions. We need to persuade people. Those are the different techniques we gotta use now. Okay. As a DevOps, you develop. There you go. God bless this recruiter, whoever written it. As a DevOps, you develop standards and technical documentation for existing theoretical design and software systems. Now, this person could be working as a technical writer. Now, what is this? As a developer, as a DevOps, you develop standards, meaning processes, policies, and technical documentation for theoretical design and software system. मतलब क्या है? Technical documentation meaning that how a software can be used from the user point of view. Clear? Meaning if you are using an ATS, how you are going to use it, that is a documentation we need to prepare. How your manager gonna use, how your leader gonna use, how your owner is going to use, that is not technical documentation. Clear, people? Each and every line you need to understand it. Are you with me so far, everybody? Perfect. We need to understand it. Technical documentation, not technical documentation. I use it in quotes and put it. No. Why would someone write it? We asked, okay, what if, John, what if given an, you have given a task for technical documentation, would you be able to do it? They'll say, yes. Can you walk me through it, please? That's it. That's how we get in here. So what do you understand in theoretical design and software system? Because I did not understand. They say theoretical design, meaning that is what it is. Theoretical design and technical documentation. ये page open करो, इसके बाद ये click करो, इसके बाद ये होगा. This is what it is. They have the workflow, flow chart, technical documentation, or software specification, software documentation. We can use technical documentation or software documentation, anything. Manage tasks and resources will utilize modern project management principles. That's okay. What else? Bachelor's degree. Perfect. 8+ years of experience writing code in Java. So we are looking for a Java developer primary who has worked in DevOps. All right. 5 years of working experience in DevOps build, configuration, release. 3 things are there, people. Integration, build, change, integrate, release, configure. These are the words comes in. Okay. So this person will be in the build, meaning initially when they are building the code or writing it or software they're building, that time they have, meaning you as a Java developer should have worked in this, and now you know how DevOps works. Automation tools. Okay. What could be the automation tools you should be using? Could be the automation testing, or you need to automate the process, that is CI/CD pipeline we talk about. Excellent understanding of Git, both GUI and command line. Knowledge of Git flow, A+. Okay. What is Git? Okay. Git is the Git where they write their codes, and GitHub where they store it. Both GUI and command line. GUI is front end, like a graphic user interface. Front end development, at the same time command line, meaning shell in the kernel line. Maybe it could be Linux or it could be Windows. In the command line, they should know that how exactly they can write the shell scripting. Generally, these people have. If you talk to a Java developer, they know about the operating system and in deep. Knowledge of Git flow is plus. Okay. Familiarity with utilizing containers. When we say containers, we are talking about Docker. All right. If there is a Docker, they definitely use this Kubernetes. What is Docker? That's what we told, right? When there is a small codes written, okay, this could be a architecture which is not a single thread architecture. It could be a multi-thread architecture, meaning different connect comes and attached to each other. Let me see if I found here. There's, you see, microservices based architecture. There you go. ये microservice मतलब क्या? Micro is small, right? Service is small code. So microservice is small code based architecture. The small code will be stored in containers. And how the container is? Docker provides the platform to store it in the codes. What is Kubernetes? This is a containerization tool. These containers can be used in a different places in a software. They use it. Okay. So microservices is small parts. They use the codes, and that will be easy for them to when they need to edit it. General understanding of network configuration. Okay, I did not know why did they ask here, but okay. Firewall rules, server client connections. Okay, maybe from the within inside out, they need to understand this network configuration. They need to have some idea. Proficient in secure network connection using TSL. Okay, they're looking for some sort of secure network, and maybe it's the HTTPS, right? That's a secure connections. If I see this, all right. So if you see here, HTTPS, right? So maybe that is what they're talking about, the TSL. So here, if you do not know anything else, you have to go and research about this. Microservices based architecture, absolutely. Building and deploying apps and systems using Docker. There you go. There is a Docker. That's why they're talking about containers. Familiarity with CI/CD tools. Anything, right? What are the CI/CD tools? It could be Jenkins, Bamboo, or what else? Ansible, right? Yeah. We'll see Maven as well. We'll see Chef, anything, right? You are gonna look at and add it in there. Experience provisioning, operating, managing AWS environment. AWS is the cloud environment. Amazon Web Services via infrastructure code, or they have said Terraform. So this is the last one they should be focusing on. So if we need to look for, definitely we are looking for Java developer. Okay. Again, you use everything. Okay. Java and the developer, these, that, whatever we have sort understood, right? This one. And you are going to use that DevOps wala, everything you're going to use. Okay. Then you are going to use CI/CD that is there. You mentioned TSL or secure network connection. If you find so many profiles, use this one. Now we could use Docker. Okay, no problem. We can use container, or Docker. Yeah. And we can use that one, right? Multi-threading or micro services or microservices. We don't have to use architecture there. All right. You may mention TSL or secure network. It's okay. TSL we ought to look in Google and we need to write it in here. Okay. Then the moment you write it, things will come up. Again, if you want to write, you can write what? Configuration or build or release. You can write this. And they are looking for AWS, right? You can write AWS or Amazon ka web services. You can write in there. And what else we have mentioned? Provisioning, operating, and managing. So if someone has done this one, they could have used Terraform. Okay, if you are mentioning just Terraform, they would be using through this one. All right. Oh, anything. This is an example, man. Mohini, this is an example. TLS. These are example I'm giving. Okay, you could write DevOps, Dev Space Ops, development operations, CI/CD, everything here. Guys, you understood the context here, right? I'm not trying to give you fish. I'm trying to tell you how you can fish. Did I make myself clear, please? If you understood the context, I think my job is done. Don't go with okay DevOps uske baad dots kyun aaya bole to again I need to start once again. No, that's not what I expected you to do. Perfect. All right. Very nice. Now let me get it here where we are. Okay, here we are. All right, people. Now here, identifying keywords. How did we do? We go with keyword can be job titles, responsibilities, tools, anything else, right? And I hope you understood the operators as well. So this is what for today, and I hope you had a. No, we do not have. We do not have. All right, we do not have, but still, it could not be so lengthy though. So it could go up to 80, 85. In if you are doing X-ray search, it could be 32. All right, and it sometimes backfires. So keep it in your mind, people. So I hope it makes clarity, and I hope you learned something. So what is that we have learned so far, people? Let me ask you this: what else we have learned so far? Put it in the in the message box, in the comment box, real quick. Man. All right, Mohini said how to read JD. Everybody, yes. Man, see, it was scheduled for 2 hours, all right? SDLs and roles, that's very much important. Yes. What else? If you do not recollect, you are going to forget. I'm telling you, people. You are going to, if you might be thinking, "Arey, maine to pura seekh liya, ab tir maar dunga." Nahi hoga, fir baaji nahi maar sakte ho. You got to write it. Now it is going to stay with you forever. I learned the concept which I will implement through my career. And who wants to know another hack? Another hack who wants to know in Boolean search hack? Put that in the comment box. Ab jo chala gaya, so chala gaya. There is a hack. Okay. Now here, we have learned so far that job title can be keyword, right? Responsibility can be keyword. Tools can be a keyword. Anything can be a keyword. But you can use that human nature as a keyword. That's the fun. That's what you have to creative. अब हम लोग ढूंढेंगे, ठीक है? Human nature. Human का nature क्या है? गलती करना. So here we look for Java developer, and let's look. Java developer. How many profiles came in, gentlemen? See, this is how it behaves sometimes, people. All right. So this is how it behaves. So free thing is not always free. So this thing, Java developer. All right. And I go to people. Then I don't want to go to India because we are very intelligent people. I want to go to US. All right. How many profiles on Java developer in US? Is it visible though? 68,000. Right? Now we have to use human nature to find people. What if people forget, oh, Java developer? There are 34 profiles as a Java developer. Now these guys might be there in the market, but no recruiter is touching them. The same profile could be in the job portal, but nobody is searching them because they are hitting Java developer. We are looking for a perfect candidate. But what if we find it with this? Now, developer. 9 people with who forgot the E. Right? Now let's see. अरे sir, Java developer तो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, and whatever the senior people. Okay. How many project managers are here? 29 lakhs. Let me remove that A. 15,000 people with here, project managers. Understood? Imagine 15,000 में से हमें 2-3 भी मिल गए. Senior project manager, project manager. Was this helpful, gentlemen? This hack? People who left is left. not only keywords could be the right thing, but keyword could be the wrong thing. Everyone has to eat Mentos. Mentos khao, dimag ka batti jalao, right? You have to always be thinking. When you understand the human psychology, the writing pattern, and you use it, right? That's what it is. Everybody is fishing in the same pond. Khud ka bait alag karo and you pull it, and that's it. Everyone go for Java developer, project manager. Exact. What if someone done some mistake? That person is waiting there because nobody is calling that person, and you are there directly calling, and that's it. That is few of the strategies, people. I hope that was helpful, right? And now, here is what something. Okay, here is what something we have. You understood it, and who wants to win something? Okay, here is a favor I want. If you want to win, I'm gonna do that favor for you. What is the favor? There you go. Icing in the cake. Prajwala bol rahi hai. So here, you can win recruiters for handbook. If you have it, then you have it. कुछ नहीं बोल सकते उसको. If you want the handbook of Boolean search, क्या होता है वो? Okay, let me look at it. अब आप लोग मेरा folder मत देखो. Show you something here, handbook. Okay, who wants it? Who wants 8 people? Recruiting handbook. Man. Recruiters handbook for Boolean search. There you go. I think this is what it is. Let me open it up. I'm over. All right. Handbook. Where is this? Okay, here it is. Okay, let me show it. I hope you people have. Few people have it. I don't know, but okay. This is what it is. Let me. आप तो कुछ फेवर करना होगा. You do something. This is like give and take kind of thing. Okay. This is what it is. What is it has? It has the strategies of a successful people. Screenshot लेने से कुछ नहीं होगा. ठीक है? I'm telling you. You will know the sourcing part, calling. I mean, what is the recruiters, this thing? And it has IT roles, 30 plus IT roles, ERP, data warehouse, data plus, scripting, everything. And it has pre-built Boolean searches. मैंने बना रखा है इसको पूरा. Okay, I have made it. Everything. There are, you can directly, you will know and understand what is this Boolean searches are. Who wants this? And what else? There you go. Ask me wants it. Who wants 34 IT roles explained in very easy terms? अब ये किस को चाहिए? What is this again? Okay. Who wants this? Put that in the comment box. Now you might be thinking there is something coming here. I do not know what is coming, but there is something coming. All right. I want. Okay. All right. I also want it. First track. Okay. I got it. Perfect. Let me get here. उसमें क्या होता है? I'll show you. Okay. Roles and responsibility वाला. Okay. ये भी एक 38 पेज का है. I prepared it for you people. And now for people who do it for me. This is 34 IT roles, and इसमें every IT roles, project manager, program manager, product manager, scrum master, product owner. Shakti says, I like your Hindi but didn't understand. Technical architect, everything, the tester वगैरह सब लिखा है भाई लोग यहाँ पे. Everything is there. Now UI designer, front end, it's in my language. In my language. You want to see it? See, full stack developer. It's in my language. Let's understand it from layman's point of view. Full means whole, stack means pile. So full stack means full pile. Understand? It's in my language. Who want it? अब तो पैसा लगेगा. Who is ready to pay $4.99 more for both of these? Who wants to pay? I'm gonna share the link here. Who wants to pay and have it? And what else? What else you want? Recording of this particular class, the call. Who wants it for 499? अब जल्दी से ही raise hand करो and you're gonna pay 499 once again. You're gonna have it all. Ready? Who wants? That's it. हवा निकल गई. For all three, yes. For all three. निकल गई हवा. भाई लोगों का पढ़ाई है इतना ही खत्म हो गया फिर. There you go. Yes, this. All right. No, I was kidding. All right, it's all for free for people. It's everything is free for you people. But whoever shares a very good video testimonial of your experience of this class, 5 people, top 5 of that videos will win all these 3. All right. Clear? Understood? Fair enough, right? I don't want your money. Perfect. Whatever you learn, give your genuine feedback. Give me suggestions. I take it. All right. Give me a video testimonial of 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Could be this is what it is. This is what I learned. And don't give the nitty-gritties, please. Let people understand. Khud ka secret khud ke paas rakho. Give an overall thing. And this is what it is. And why do you think it is going to help recruiters? And first top 5 people gonna get all these 3 video recording 3 hours ka. Okay, market made is going to be $7.99 very soon. Don't worry. Yes. If there are 6 people comes in, I'm gonna give it 6. It's all for you people, right? You gonna come and grab it. There is no hard and fast rule. If all 19 people write me here and you send me, okay, if you don't want that video recording here, you send me a good testimonial in write-up. I'm going to open that here. And you are going to get the 2 ebooks. Okay? कौन सा ebook? Boolean का and this particular rules का. If you create a video testimonial, I'm going to give this 2 hours masterclass for free lifetime. You access it. I'm going to create it in my this thing, e-learning systems, and I give you the access. Yes. So today, but what you are gonna get is, so here आप लोगों को क्या मिलेगा? You will get this sheet here. Okay, I'm gonna share this with you people. Clear people? All good? I'm gonna share this with you. This one, so that you can recollect things. Everybody gonna get it. This no problem. I'm not gonna keep it with you. But don't. And here is my request to everybody: do not share this framework to anybody else. This is IP. This is like my own built framework because you paid it. I revealed it to you people. This is my humble request. Please do not reveal it. This is we have not registered, but definitely we're gonna do it. But I believe in you people. I could not request more than this. That's it. Whew, 3 hours. You let me talk. Did you guys enjoy the conversation and what was your feeling earlier before joining this and how it is now? Put that in the comment box. And I want you to hear from you people, all right? I want to hear. Let me unmute everybody. Yes. Yes.
Hey,
oh yeah, you can. Yes. Who is this?
Hashmi.
Hashmi, right? Okay. Show your face if you're in the right place.
Oh, you sure?
There you go. We have a Hashmi here. Come on.
Suman, thank you so much. First of all, I was excited. No, this is not the first time I'm seeing you and attending your seminars, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it every minute, every second. Wow. You know, I was new to this industry, and the first video I saw that what US IT recruiting is yours. And you know what I did? I searched on YouTube that easiest way to learn US IT recruiting, and it showed your video. And since then, it's been a year now. I'm following you, and you are my inspiration. I'm learning a lot from you. Thank you so much for everything, especially for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thanks for saying such nice words. I'm so grateful to you people that you have taken your time and trusted in me, and you have spent your money, your energy, your everything to listen to me. And I'm really grateful for that I got an opportunity to share my knowledge here on this platform, people. Thank you so much once again. Thank you so much, Hashmi. Yes. Who else? What was your thought process before? Now, if you think not paisa vasool, send me a message. I'm going to refund you.
No.
100%. Everybody. किसी को भी लगा बकवास था सुमन ये सब. You message me, I'm going to refund you money. Right? So don't think that this something I knew and this thing I'm going to do it for you. Don't worry. So here now, who thinks the paisa vasool? Ashish says paisa vasool. Aryan, ask me. Paisa vasool?
It's all paisa vasool, but don't ask for another.
It's for free. It's for free, but you gotta do it. And you want this video recording and everything?
Yes.
You gotta do that for me, all right? So you do your part and yes, Manohar. Here is my champ is here. So who knows Manohar? Manohar, paisa vasool? Everybody? Who else is here? Can say paisa vasool? Yes. Anyone like to share your experience? Anything else, people? Hasmi, you are saying anything?
No. I just wanted to say that, I'm sure that not only me, all persons who are here, we really enjoyed. I was following the comments, and everyone here enjoyed every single second and a minute.
Thank you so much.
Very thankful to you.
Yep. Anybody missed it? That's how opportunity comes in. Yes, Ashish, you would like to say anything? Yes, sir. You can unmute yourself, sir. Anyone wanna talk? You can unmute yourself. Let me ask for unmute. Yes. See, this is how we should experience and enjoy these weekends. Yes, Ashish. Yes, we can hear you. Ashish, you are on mute. No, the voice is not coming in here. You should remove that earphone. Looks like.
अंदर से connection कर रखा है ना? नहीं, चल ही होता है.
Who is that talking in the back? Is that Mohin is talking or what? We are going somewhere. I muted everybody once again, and anyone want to last 3-5 minutes, just share your experience with me, and I just wanted to hear out. Okay, the way Hashmi said, right? It was really great hearing from people. Yes, Ashish. No, your voice is not coming. You can remove that earphone, remove that one, unplug it totally from the device. Remove it. Now you talk. All right, anybody would like to unmute yourself? Ashish, you got to check what's working or what's not working.
Hey, hi Suman.
Yes,
Shakti here.
Yes, let me get you on the screen. There. Yes. What's your good name?
Shakti.
Shakti. Okay, what is the profile name you have? Is that Lakshmi or what?
No, it's a Shakti only.
Shakti only, right? Okay, I got it. There's a virtual background. All right. Yes. What was your experience?
Yeah, it's really very interesting. A lot of information, a lot of new information, a lot of new learnings, especially in terms of how to read the job description, how to use the right keywords, and start from the beginning, like mindset, goals, strategies.
Yes.
And then there is, each and every segment that is very interesting and very informative. That is very important thing. Especially in this weekend. So it's a very information and good, a lot of new things which I learned today. Suman, thank you so much for all your effort, and you really, it is taking into and I don't think so this is kind of a training session. It is more of an interactive session,
Yes.
which really helps everyone, I believe. It's a lot. Thank you so much, Suman. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much, Shakti. That's a pretty nice word. Thank you so much. I took it to the heart. That's the reason it's just happening. It's just happening. No script in here, right? I showed you everything. What is there in the PPT? There is damn images, nothing in there.
That's right.
Right? Thank you so much. Thank
Thanks,
you so
man.
much, Shakti. Anybody else would like to?
Hi, sir.
Yes. Okay. We are coming. The radio DJ, a beautiful voice. What is this?
This is Lakshmi.
Lakshmi is here. Yes, Lakshmi.
Yeah, it's good time to speak to you, sir. And I understand topics like IT company roles and software development lifecycle and the keywords, Boolean search. And wonderful, sir, your class session,
Thank you so
this
much.
session.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. Thanks for believing in me, people. Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
thank you, sir.
All right. Who else would like to share? Oh, it's 4 o'clock, man. 4 o'clock, 1:30 से 4 बजे तक. Right? This is how it is. This is how it happens. It's all about how you guys were energetic and you are responding to it, and that's how it came in. And I was thinking to take similar kind of things for X-ray search, how you go in there, basic to deep, and we go into how you can master the writing and email and approaching, how you can prepare strategic emailing, and how you pitch the calling part as well. Do you think that will be helpful for recruiters? These kind of sessions, people? Okay, very good. You see the right my kind of approach. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome experience during the session, lot more informative, even though even might have heard few things. Yes. So 2 hours, right? So that's how it goes in. Fast. I didn't let you people speak. That's the reason, because it may hinder somewhere. All right. So now here the contest starts now for 24 hours. By tomorrow at this time, whoever sends the video testimonial, all right, the best testimonials will get video with this 2 ebook. If you write a good testimonial, again the top will get ebooks only. Now don't tell me, Suman sir, you did not give me this thing. Please, you do your work, I'll do my work. All right. Yes, Lakshmi, unmute yourself. This is not a Q&A session totally, it's a master class, but anyways, you asked it. Unmute yourself, please.
Sir, how to get good profiles?
Yeah, that's a big
to,
thing. All right.
to set from
Thank
the
you
client
so
end.
much. Thank you so much for your question. And I really don't want to address over here. I wish you enjoy a good weekend. And have you read the book Nail the Deal, Lakshmi? You have not?
No, I haven't, sir.
Start from here, please. It's not that just because I did it. And you can find any books in India happening and compare it with Nail the Deal. All right?
Okay,
Start
sure,
with
sir.
Nail the
Thank
Deal.
you.
And if that did not help you to increase your submission, then you ask me the question.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Need a big session for this question. There you go, Shakti. There's a big session. Or that's the reason I don't want to answer, right? It's something like, I'm new to, flying aeroplane. So how can I do the crash landing properly without hitting anywhere? You do not know anything. How can I do the crash landing? All right, that's what Lakshmi's question. All right, Lakshmi, I'm just pulling your leg. Don't worry. That's what the problem is, and that's the symptom of a problem, and these are the problems, right? How you source, how you talk, how you approach, how you close, how you pre-objection handling, negotiation, probing, and setting expectation, working on a flow, and pre-interview setup, post-interview setup, post-interview, the persuasion, closing, everything is there. Do you think the checklist kind of training is helping recruiters? No. So this is what I'm planning to have, this kind of bits and pieces of sessions, people. I'm sure you people feel that it will be helpful for other recruiters and for us as well, right? What do you think, Lakshmi?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you so very much once again. And this is Suman Pachigula here, and I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives through recruiters. And that's why we are connected here. And let's impact people and make money and make career people. All right. Yes, so don't share this framework. It should be with you and you should be applying this. Please, and please. It's my humble request. Don't share in any social media and anywhere else. Just share the overall, the gist. All right, thank you so much, Ashmi. All right, very good. I'm going to open this group. Please share the testimonial over there. And I'm going to share your photo, right? You like the photo? You want to take a photo once again? Do you like that photo? Do you want to take photo once again? Final time. Do you like that photo previously? Want to take photo? Okay, no answer came in. Perfect. When I use that photo, I'm going to post it in like my photo in LinkedIn, in YouTube, in Facebook. I'll have my PR team a digital marketing team to put it. And wherever you see, please share your comments in there. All right, people. Thank you so very much once again. And Suman Pachigula signing off. Take care and God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you.